Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Florida Boy. This is my EDC channel. Today we're going to be doing a knife unboxing. One of my favorite type of videos to do on the channel. So without wasting any more time, we're going to take a look at the QSP Penguin. Let's get into it. So I know I am way behind the curve on this one, and this knife has been a fan favorite for a good hot minute, and I'm just now getting my hands on my first iteration of the QSP Penguin. So you can probably guess which one this is going to be. So let's just go ahead and get the box open. Very minimal packaging here, and we're going to make this video relatively quick. We've got some box swag going on. Here we go. We got the QSP knife, little sticker. Pretty cool. Got a wolf on it. Is that a QSP? No, I was just looking to try to see what knife is in the wolf's mouth. There we go. Mouth. That's the word I was looking for. Have a knife day. I love that sticker. Pretty fitting that it's got a penguin on it. This is the gist of this guy right here. It is not an instruction manual or anything. It's just a card that tells you a little bit about what you got. Gives you a nice little breakdown of the knife. We'll put this up next against the knife here in just a second. And there it is. And yes, it is the copper version. Gotta do what you gotta do. If there's a copper version, you can probably bet that that's the version. Oh, my work alarm started going off. It's a little early. There you go. 5:10. All right. Ooh, covered in oil. All right, let's get something out to just wipe this bad boy down. Let's see here. What do I got? I usually have one that is strictly. That's okay. We will use this one. There we go. Get some of this oil off of here so we can take a look. I'm actually pretty stoked about this. This is these are copper scales, and they've got kind of a black wash going on. And here we go. That looks like just some of my microfiber. Yeah. Got some fuzzies. There we go. Check that bad boy out. Yeah, super stoked for this finish. I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of trying to do this finish on a flashlight that I have, my LM10 actually. So this finish, wow. Okay, yeah, that action is nice. This finish is usually done. It can be done a few different ways. There's like brass black that you can use. I am going to use liver of sulfur whenever I go to do my flashlight, my LM10. Basically, all you do is you put the scales or whatever you're trying to do a force patina on. You put it in the solution, let it sit for a few minutes, and then you can hit it with like some quadruplot. I forget what it's called. The Brillo, is it called a Brillo? I don't think it's called a Brillo pad, but it's like a little for cleaning pots and pans and stuff. Not really a scour or whatever you call it pad, but with those you get the quadruple lot so that it's relatively kind of like, I don't know, 2000 grit sandpaper or something like that. All right, enough rambling. So that's kind of how you achieve this finish. I don't know if that is how QSP has done this. Like I said, a bunch of different ways to do that, but we do have a nice little lanyard hole. Those don't look very big for the hardware. Let's see. What is this? This is that's a T7. I doubt they're T7s. What else do I got over here? T5. What's up with all the odd numbers? Why do I even have those on here? Not very many companies use any of those. T6, there we go. Looks like we're T6 for the hardware. Yes and yes for the scales, pocket clip, and it looks like the pivot is going to be a T8. we'll just verify really, really fast. And yes, T8. Okay, cool. So the hardware passes the test. Super, super excited about that. I wish they would have done a little bit bigger hardware, you know, on the scales in the main portion of the knife. So here you go. This will give you the layout. When I go to do the full review, we'll take accurate measurements. But on the card, we show just over 7 inches in length, 3 inches on the blade. This is D2 steel. It shows the thumb studs, liners, all that good stuff. And it shows we have 4 inches closed. So nice little breakdown. That's pretty cool. Appreciate that. Makes my job easier whenever I'm, you know, just doing the unboxing. So like I said, for the blade, we've got D2. It looks like it's relatively sharp. We'll try to slap some paper here in just a second. We've got a DLC, they say black wash. It doesn't look stone washed, or maybe. Hard to say. Definitely very tight. You can see mine doesn't have that fall action. I really have to assist it the whole way down. It'll probably work itself in. I can feel it getting a little bit smoother as I'm playing with it, but you can see here we are not drop shutty by any means. I mean, for a thumb stud operation, it's actually relatively easy. You can see I can reverse flick it. Got to kind of get used to that thumb stud placement. There we go. It's a little, it feels a little weird at first just because it's 7-inch. Yeah, see how it hits my pointer finger. It's a 7-inch knife, not a full-size knife, so it makes it a little weird to hold and do the reverse flick. So here is the definitive test. If it cuts paper, it's the best knife in the world. Yeah, there we go. So you can see just out of the box, factory edge. It's got a really nice factory edge actually. So yeah, that's I'm pretty happy to see that. From what I've heard, QSP is usually pretty good. I mean, there's got to be a reason why they have kind of like a cult following going on. But going back to the scales here, you can see there's our lanyard hole, there's our hardware. We'll flip it around, and the pocket clip has that big whoop-de-doo at the end. Not a super huge fan of that, but you know, it could be worse. Actually, this kind of looks like this might fit. It might fit a Civivi clip. I might have to check that, because if it does, Civivi offers a lot of replacement clips, and I know a lot of clips are interchangeable with those Civivi clips. So, well, that'll have to just be something that I play with. If we get a good little shot here, you can see the jimping isn't super aggressive. You can see behind my finger, or in front of my finger. You can barely see those notches, but it is pretty decent. You can definitely feel it when your finger is on there. It doesn't stick up above the liners, so that jimping back here is really kind of pointless unless you really hunkering down on it and you are getting the meat of your thumb just down in there, just way down in there. We're not going to do any kind of like comparisons or anything like that while we're doing the unboxing. It's kind of the normal thing that we do. But we'll see here. There is your liner lock, and do we have? It doesn't look like any skeletonization on the liners. No, not really. No skeletonization on the liners. But it's not an insanely heavy knife. You can see there we've got a couple of standoffs. While we're looking at the back of this, I'm just going to go ahead and close it. A couple little standoffs. So if you didn't want to use this lanyard hole, you've got plenty of clearance. You can see there to use this back lanyard hole. That would probably be my preference on where to put a lanyard, would be that last standoff. No blade wobble, pretty tight lockup. I'm hoping that this thing will kind of work itself in without me having to loosen the pivot. But it kind of feels like it might need to have this pivot loosened just a hair. Yeah, see. Maybe we'll give it a day of use just to see if it's going to break in. It'll get enough opening and closing. I can definitely feel it. You can see how it's getting a little bit better just flicking open and closed. Action feels really good, aside from aside from, you know, it being super, super tight on the drop. But then again, I'm not 100% sure that's not the way this knife is supposed to be. So, like I said, give her about a day. See how she turns out. Let's see, are we centered? Looks pretty dead center to me. I'm not usually one to go with black blades, but I don't know. I figured this knife, it had the black wash copper scales, it's got the black hardware, it's got the black liners. Might as well just go with the black blade. Might as well just, it matches. It looks good. But that is pretty much going to be, you know, kind of the unboxing. There's not a ton to say about this knife yet. I will just go ahead and grab a weight on it, just so we can say we did it. Maybe 5.3 ounces. Well, just got to remember that this is these are copper scales, so you know it's going to be heavy, especially for the size. But yeah, that's gonna wrap this one up. I'll try to do one more reverse flick without catching my, well, let's see, just the way I hold. I guess I could try to like change my grip. I don't know. Can I pointer finger reverse? No. Oh yeah, see that angle is kind of I've got big hands, so but I'll get used to it. It just feels a little weird at first. See, I'm getting a little bit better at it the more I do it. So we'll just keep playing with it, and eventually I will master it. So this has just been a quick unboxing of the QSP Penguin. I know there's a million of these on the internet, but I just got mine in, and I just wanted to do the unboxing because, you know, YouTube stuff. So thank you guys so much for stopping by, checking out the channel. If you enjoyed the unboxing, definitely stay tuned for the full review. We'll definitely do some comparisons and a lot of other stuff to break it down. Maybe take it apart a little bit. We'll see where we end up. So if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what to do. I'll catch you on the next one.